Hello, hello. How's it going? How you doing, Cal? Okay. Sorry, I was sending Jason a message. How are you? Look at this. I have functional internet that works so fucking good. When I say that my kbps on OBS right now is 2 times what it was from Comcast, Jesus Christ. I am in the future. I live in the world of fast internet. God, it's so fast. Anyway. Now we're in T. My bad. Oh my god. Please. Lord. Please. Okay. I'm actually gonna work on Graham. Grandma. I have a very hot Taco Bell burrito, so I need to, like, wait until it's the temperature of the sun. Or not the temperature of the sun, that's what I mean. Yep. The fucking, I'm not even shitting you when I say that the, internet installation dude, we were working for a little bit, and, we need to go, like, figure out where this certain maintenance closet was with all of our internet shit in it. But when I say that the last hour of him being here, hold on one second. Jace needs something from me. Hold on. I will be right back. Okay, I've returned. No, the last hour that we spent was legit us talking about the video game industry, because he's, like, really fucking into it. He was a super nerd, and I was like, oh, hello, sir. Little did you know you're doing internet for somebody who works in the industry. Lil Beef. I call him Lil Beef. Just kidding. Tatsu smells like beef. But, yeah, we spent the last hour doing absolutely nothing, and I'm so glad that that man can get paid for doing literally nothing. Am I mad that probably the other guy did the same fucking thing? And that's the reason why another dude missed our appointment on, Friday or whenever? Yes. Can I be really that mad in this capitalist hellscape? No. Because, to be quite honest, everything is shit. So if I were him too, I also would not be... hello? I would not be doing this. I get it. Let's see. I am low-key kind of out of it. Today, that whole thing threw off kind of my entire day, but that's okay. We're going to try and get back into the swing of things. I'm, like, kind of sad, because this lady's hair is going to get a massive overhaul after this scene, so I don't even have to worry about any of this. Oh, God. Okay, cool. Cool, Photoshop. That was real neat. That was a real cool thing that you did. That was really cool. That was a very, very neat thing that you done did. Yeah, honestly, what? I just want to eat my Taco Bell burrito. I'm gonna do that. I hate orc milk. What is happening to you? You act like I know what that means. Are you okay? What does that mean? Maybe stop drinking from the teat of some unsuspecting orc. Like, I don't know how to tell you. Leave the orc alone. I have a redeem cold orc milk? Oh my god, why? My model gets swapped out, so I'm wearing a cow onesie and bows with a cowbell. Damn. That's like the Nyan version, or the cow version of a Nyan Redeem. Everyone loves the damn thing. It's because your stream is full of perverts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm just being a silly. Your stream is full of people who spam the redeem button on literally everything. Everything and everyone. All the time. Every redeem smash possible, they do it. That's okay. That's okay. We love them. We love everybody in there. Everybody just likes having fun. That shit gives me anxiety, though. That's why I don't have any, like, sound alerts on redeems and shit, because I know I'd be, like, fucking, like, way overstimulated. It's gonna be 10k points. Honestly, well, then I know what I'm saving up for. I joke. I joke. Yeah, you gotta get the kids to stop fucking spamming the chat. I actually kind of want this to be a little bit more dramatic. Otherwise, I don't got much going on. I know Goose and another friend of mine are saving up for it. I also have an Ara redeem. I can't. That's funny. Okay, hold on. I want to take a bite of my Bertito. My Taco Baco Bertito. Oh no, I'm tearing the Bertito. It's a little old. It's from like yesterday. So. That's okay. I consume the Cheeto. I just need to make sure that this lady looks okay. Wow. Wow. Hello. Wow. Get out of here. On the plus side, while the guy was working, I was still able to get all of my shit done because Comcast was still plugged in. So I was effectively using 2 internet services at the same time because Comcast can suck my noodle. They're horrible. They have a monopoly. That other dude was like, yeah, fuck Comcast. And I'm like, look, man, we're on the same page. We know. Like, I recognize you work for the competition, but also, fuck them. There's a reason why you work with the company that you do and not with Comcast. This guy's voice is so pretty. She's wearing yogurt pants, so they don't have a... They don't have, any pockets. By yogurt pants, I mean yoga pants. I'm just... I say silly things. Grandma's wearing literally a t-shirt. Nobody should have a homeless grandma. That's just sad. Okay. Oh, guess who should have done her on a separate layer but didn't because I didn't think about it? It's me! That's okay. I'm just gonna do this the old school way. Sort of. We're gonna do hybrid method here. Grandma. I shouldn't be allowed to talk in my own streams. I just start saying incoherent shit. I feel bad. This, like, stream time is, like, so out of the ordinary for when I normally stream on today, so I do feel bad. I feel like I threw everybody for a loop. Everyone's like, what the fuck do you mean your stream time is at 2 p.m.? And I'm like, I'm sorry! The fucking guy was supposed to come at 8 a.m. this morning and didn't show up until fucking 12:30. I have released my Tito from his paper. Nom 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 nom. Taco Bell saves lives. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do because Jace's mental health is not doing super good. And it's been really difficult for me to figure out how I can help. Hi, Gamby. How are you today? Yeah, it is what it is. Like, he's doing okay. I don't know. I guess we're both doing, like, okay. But, like, there have been a lot of really bad things happening lately, and it's, oops, I don't know why that was what I thought was gonna happen there. So we both just, like, really haven't been sleeping or anything like that, so... But it's hard, because I recognize that there's not much that I can do. Because what he wants to do is just leave the country if we can, but, like, I recognize we don't have just, like, $14,000 to just go now, so we have to, like, save that up and all that other stuff. And that, it can be hard waiting. You know, you're, like, trying to, like, wait for everything to settle in place. But when you're not safe, you know, it's like every day while you're waiting is, like, not the best. So he's having kind of a hard time at work today. But otherwise, I'm okay. I got a burrito. My internet's hooked up. I have to go and talk to the front desk after I get done with stream, because me and the maintenance guy opened up a maintenance closet so that he could get reasonably at the internet and phone line stuff that he needed to get at. And we found, like, Nazi graffiti in there, so that was fun. And it's, like, literally right next to our unit. I'm like, oh, cool. I don't know how old it is. And the only people who have access to that are the maintenance people. So I'm like, okay, who was it then? They need to figure that shit out right away, and they need to fire that person. Yep, it was really, wild. The problem is that I'm not sure how old it is. So, it's gotta be at, like, within the last 8 years, if I had to guess. Just based on, like, the climate of stuff. But it's like, I just wonder. So that's the question. So, because I know Jace is pretty upset by it, so I gotta just go take care of it like quick stat. Let them know that it's in there. So that way the front desk people, because, like, the front desk people are all, like, people of color. So I'm like, I know it's not you guys. And I know it's not the cleaning crew, because those guys are all, like, Latina ladies. Like, I know it's not them. So, there's 2 white maintenance men. And it's like, okay, if it was one of you guys, which one? So that's cool. So we'll see. I think it's older than the current crew that works on at the apartments, because the reason I think that, let's see, when did right, so our apartments that we live in right now were built in 2011 or 2010 technically. So there was a new company that bought it though in 2019. So I'm assuming, if I had to guess, I would say that it was probably staff before that point. Before 2019, which would make sense because that's after the 2016 election. So, do I hope that whoever it was does not work here anymore? Yes. And I do think that the chances of that are pretty likely, actually, now doing a quick Google. So I can hope that whoever it was problematic and doesn't work here anymore. Orc milk is done. You did it. You did it. Yeah. I'm thankfully not super worried about it, but I know Jace is, like, very stressed out. I do feel bad. But other than that, I'm doing okay. Oops. Okay, also. Oh my lord. I zoomed in so far. Oh no. Oh, I see. I'm making a just chatting version and a working on art version. I see. Do you do just chatting streams a lot? Or are you planning on doing just chatting streams? This is a complicated cluster of human body parts here. All right. Oh, guess what? I am a fool. I am a fool and a coward. Oops. I am but a fool. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. And then also, too, I do want there to be some definition here, because otherwise that shit looks weird. Looks freaky deaky. I want to make it so we do, just chatting. I see for the first hour. I gotcha, I gotcha. Cool, so that everybody can get their jitters out. You can focus in. I like it. Nice. Okay, cool. Now I need to go and find another page. Okay, where is Wukong getting laser roasted in the forehead? It's over here. No, because the bot dropped a thing in there. I would first like to thank everybody who has purchased anything over the last couple weeks. I know Blue Breeze pushed me over into the honeymoon zone, so I can now pay for that, which is great. But then also too, wanted to say a big thank you to Lear also for buying a big tea order. Because the Ko-fi is dropping in there, I would like to say I definitely do not feel safe living in the United States anymore. So if you have the ability to donate to my Ko-fi, or to purchase anything on my Ko-fi, that would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to save up $14,000 as quickly as we can so Jason and I can get the fuck out of here. Because it is really bad. So anything helps. If you need help working on a book, if you need help editing stuff, if you need art, please let me know. And I would be happy to do work for you for Munties. Or share with your friends. That also helps a lot. If you guys are interested, I have a GoFundMe link open, but sharing my Ko-fi works too, because they're effectively both going into the same place. So let me know if you want that GoFundMe link or not. But yeah, thanks to everybody who has contributed so far for the other portion of this, which was the honeymoon portion. I do appreciate y'all a lot. Also, hydrate. I'm drinking the remnants of my Pu'er monkey bread tea with lavender creamer in it. And now it is gone. wanna see me again. Oh, gotta get these big Ghibli tears in here. Oh, also, be sure to keep an eye out for the next couple of events I updated in my Discord. The next one is going to be on March 1st, but that is a giveaway. I will post the links in the stream once that becomes active, though. Hi, Blue Breeze. How you doing? Alright, what the fuck is going on his face here? I don't know. I am doing okay. Internet guy took forever to get here. And then we spent like literally an hour talking about video games when I could have been working. So I lost legit an hour of my day to this damn video game loving the internet man. As soon as he saw like the gutted computer tower, he was like, oh my god, this dude likes PC builds. And then all of a sudden he started fucking going for it. And I was like, no, sir. No. And then it was game over. But it seems like he had a good time. This is the sexiest Dottie Freyr song that's ever been written. He had no right. Moving your body. Crazy. This was the funnest concert I've ever been to. Somebody tried to kiss my husband on the mouth, though, and I almost had to punch him. I don't normally like punching other trans people, but like, damn. Yep, they were very drunk. And they were having a great time, but I was like, please don't do that. They got Jace on the cheek, and I was like, okay, cool. That's like, Jace was able to turn his head in time. And it's like, that's fine. Like, that's cool. But please don't go for the mouth. Not you. Yep. And that's what happens when you go to events with queer people. The end. Yeah, and again, doesn't bother me that bad. It's okay. But, like, their friend, I think, was, like, horrified. They were like, oh my god. My friend is very drunk. And I'm like, look, I know. It's okay. It's okay. We're all coming down off of the high that is Dottie Freyr. Okay, we don't know what's going on. If you don't want to, I don't think we should. Oh, this stroke. Was not... It's a center stroke. That's why. I was like, why does this look fucked up? Because it is. It's okay, it's not noticeable enough there, but I'm gonna have to make sure it doesn't do that again. Because you can see where there's like clipping issues here. Damn you! That's gonna bug the shit out of me. I'm not gonna draw the pendant. It's gonna go inside the hand. Redbeard had to step in between other people before. Shit's fucking wild. It's wild. We used to do karaoke a lot early days. Yeah, fuck, that's wild. Yeah, people get frisky. And you're like, chill out. Please chill out. It's like I love that you're having so much fun here, but also, please. I respect the whole life, but calm down. True. Poor grandma. There's a hole in here somewhere. There's a snake in my boot. It's right here. Yeah, that's the pearls. We want this one. Yeah. Yep. That was terrifying. Not what we wanted. What? That's what I thought, you demon. What? Where is this break? Right there. You cursed piece of line art. Damn you. Curse you, Salazar. That's all I gotta say. Oh, that would have been bad. I had a frat boy rush me while I was on stage for my song and start singing with me and tried to get handsy. What the fuck? The only time I thought Redbeard might punch someone, but he just came up and pulled me into dancing instead. You know, honestly, yeah, well, it's like, get away from me. That's why I respect Korean karaoke rooms, because you're in your own private room and nobody can come anywhere near you. I'm like, don't look at me, don't touch me. I just want to eat my talk in peace. Yeah, Gamby knows. Gamby's like, get away from me. I think this is supposed to be like this, but actually it might not be. Oh, it is. I was right. I was right. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh, but I forgot one fingernail. Don't you just love it when that happens? Just one. Get in there. Okay, so the little metal pieces. Oh god, this is not gonna go well for me here, I don't think. And then let's see what we can get. I don't think it's gonna be everything, or very much of anything, to be quite honest. I don't know, maybe I can try. I can dream. I can dream. It's like one of those things where nobody's really gonna know. How would they know? Alright, Grandma. I believe that this is actually the same color as the background, but it is. Save. Just one. One singular. Yeah, I wish we had something like that here. Only karaoke we have in my town is the one that travels to different bars on different days. I see, and it goes, or one of the bars it goes to is like known as the sketchiest bar in town, and where all the frat boys go. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm so lucky. In Denver, where I'm at, I live in the part of Denver that's now being called Little Korea because there are so many Korean businesses around us, and I'm so thankful that I live over here. It's just the coolest fucking spot. There are so many like Korean pubs and karaoke bars and a big ass Korean grocery store, and it's like, oh, it's the fucking best. So good. This chapter is just going to be so lit because it has so many breakaway panels in it, and people, I hope people notice. I hope that they're like, oh man, this guy improved, and I'm going to be like, look at that. Look at it. I'm like, I'm doing the art. I'm making it happen. Eh. Yeah, the food in the karaoke bars can be a little bit overpriced, but it's kind of worth it, to be honest. We went with my brother Christopher's for my brother Christopher's birthday. He had a very nice time. He's a really good singer. Filipinos are known for their, like, fucking massively intense karaoke sessions, and so going to a half Filipinos birthday party is like a singing competition. It's like being on the fucking like the X Factor all of a sudden. It's like terrifying. It's just like so stressful. You're like, I didn't want to be American Idol this week. This is so scary. It's really fun though. Can we get her hair texture? My town just got a Whole Foods, which is not an improvement. We just don't... Oh, yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's rough. Because, like, sometimes Whole Foods is a blessing, but sometimes it's also a curse. Like, for example, I love Whole Foods. That's the grocery store that I shop at the most because I eat predominantly organic food and I like their food standards. I don't like Jeff Bezos. So that shit is awful. That's terrible that, like, that's the only way that I can get my groceries. But what really messes me up is Jason and I just went to an Arab market that we hadn't been into recently. Or, like, before. And we went to the store last night. And it was so upsetting because they have a lot of the products that, like, white Americans would consider, like, exotic. Like, halloumi cheese, for example. When, like, I'm just like, hey, I just need some cheese, you know? Like, give me some cheese. And Whole Foods is charging, you know, like, $9, $10 for, God, 2-3 ounces of cheese, 4 ounces of cheese. And then you walk into an Arab market and you can get twice the amount of halloumi for half the price, and it's like something's seriously fucked up here. So that's just like really sad and frustrating. Like as soon as you realize that that's what's like going on, especially at like Whole Foods, they're notorious for that shit, is like upcharging for no reason. Where do you find your hair textures? So actually, for this one, I actually handmade this. And it's same with Mudja's hair texture as well, Mocha's hair texture. Let's see, where is his? I'll do his hair texture as well. So this, I did hatching individually with a graphite brush, and then I repeated the pattern horizontally, and then I copied and pasted it all the way up and down, and then duplicated that, shifted it up, and then rinsed and repeated. And then you have a couple tricks that you can do to make sure that your textures are what's called seamless or tileable, so that they can be repeated infinitely. But Mocha's hair textures are the same way, because I wanted kind of since he has dreads, I wanted some like circle textures in there. So I have this one that functions in a similar way. There are a couple really good texture brushes out there that do similar things like that, but I personally really like just making my own textures. But it definitely saves a hell of a lot of time. And you can see here when I was doing it originally in the concept art, this was all done by hand and not repeated. I didn't save it out into a separate document. I was just doing it by hand, which... plot twist, it takes a long ass fucking time. So 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Don't do that. It's exotic. It's fucking food. Yeah, just like what? Yeah, it's cheese. It's literally just cheese. And what's nutso to me is that like going to an Arab market, you know, because they have to eat halal for like religious reasons. The food is just the same standard. And so it's not like I know so many Americans would be like, oh, well, but they're like a mom and pop shop. Their stuff is like, I don't know if it's USAID organic. I don't have that standard that Whole Foods gives me, right? They're not labeling their stuff in that way. And it's like everything in there is halal. It has to be, because Muslim people shop at that store. And so every single piece of meat is going to be halal. It's going to have that non-animal cruelty standard that Americans are looking for, and it's going to still be half the price. Or like right now, I got like a Gopi mango lassi, so that's great. It has yogurt and then mango and then all of that stuff. But Gopi, this is kosher and halal, certified halal, and it's non-hormonal. You know, and this is Gopi is an Indian brand. You know, so it's like, what the fuck? You know, like this is the best yogurt drink I could possibly get. They list which bacterial cultures are in there. It's like, it's so cool. Like, so fuck that. What dimensions do you put to the canvas to draw your texture? I think this one 2x2. So about the size of a standard Post-it note. But really, you can honestly do this at any size. I find that with like the size that I typically work, because this document is for my comic pages is 13 by 20. I find that at a 2x2, it gives the hair good texture without it being too big, without the texture being too awkward shaped. But then it's also not too small. But I don't remember what this thing was. You can check your patterns too by going to Filter, Distort, Displace if you're in Photoshop as well. And like, let's say we just move horizontally by 10. Oh wait, this is the displacement map. Never mind, hold on, wait, I gotta find the whole thing. Where is it? 1 second. Where is it? I don't remember where the thing is. Maybe it's not in here. There's a way to do it. But effectively what you do is you tell Photoshop to shift the image over X number of pixels and then wrap it around the other side, so you can check to see if your pattern is tileable. But there's lots of tutorials on how to make a tileable texture in Photoshop, or probably even in other software. That's super, super useful. Or you can check, I think Canva actually allows you to make repeatable textures as well. because having them be repeatable is the tricky bit. So that way when you do put it down, it's seamless. I had to learn that trick because when I was working in the game industry, you just had to know how to make shit repeatable, because otherwise your ground textures would look really, really lame. Oop. Oh, wait. Can we? Why won't you just do what I need you to do? Thanks. That's what I wanted. I was like, this looks really dark. It's because it was. Oh, where is it? When I work on files with too many layers and folders. Same. Oh man, this mango lassi is so good. God, this guy's voice is so pretty. Oh, I gotta delete that out of there. I gotta beat this game still. I need to get on that shit. Let's see. Is this the 100 here? Nope. Flat 100, that's what I want. It's because cow outfits are cute. Cows are cute. That's the secret. Oh, whoops. There's, like, mouth bits in here. Before I go to absolutely apeshit and... Shit's about to get crazy. I don't remember which page it will, but it's about to... It's gotta be soon. That alone. Sean, what color are your legs? Actually, that color. Dope, I love it when that happens. Cool, so now I can grab this hair texture. Can I make this work? There we go. Boink. Nice. Now let's get some text on this. Okay. Turn this on, and then let's get the boobles. I like this one, but we're gonna flip it around. This artist that made these little boobles for everybody to use is literally like, that's like S tier behavior. No. Hello? Okay, thank you. Lord. Please, please, for everything in this world that is good. I gave this bracelet to Wendy. I used to go to Wendy's. She's fine. She's old. Who is the artist? This one was made by, let me look at the download. You can get it off of DeviantArt for sure. That's where I ended up finding mine. This is the info. The artist is Zombie Smile. Zombiesmile.deviantart.com. And if you search 300 free speech bubbles by Zombie Smile, that's how you're going to get to these bubbles. And then also, too, she's got some, or they have directions. Mikiko is the artist's name, but they have directions on how to do like thought bubbles, how to resize, add strokes so that you can have like more emphasized stuff, how to do whispers, all that good stuff. So let me see if I can find the direct link. Yep. So they changed their handle, and they, I think these are the same bubbles. They changed their handle to Mikiko-Art. Let me share it in the YouTube and the Twitch channel. Give me a second to just open everything up. That's the only downside of the Streamlabs dual streamer right now, is that I can't post into the chats, which is lame. So there's that for the Twitch folks. And then let me get over to... in here, let me mute myself so everything's not possessed. Shh. Cool, there's the link into YouTube as well. So, yeah, thanks, Mikiko. Y'all rock. Look at that. Mikiko really coming in clutch. It is a very large file, and it is a PSD, but that does mean that you can open them in Clip Studio if you use Clip. I like how I'm at a 4.5-year subscriber on my own stream, so I just have a golden poop. I am a golden poop. Yeah, most free ones take PSDs. That's good to know. Yeah, I didn't know if if anything else other than Clip took it. So if you use like Krita and stuff, report back. Okay, I gave this bracelet to Wibby. To Weeby. Hello, Photoshop, please. Oh my god. I love Photoshop and everything. Oh my lord. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Good Jeebus. Okay. Let's see. I just start like speaking in tongues. No, I'm just kidding. Making car noises, because that's what like a lot of demonic sounds sound like to me, is just like something got stuck in a fan and the demon's just like rare. Why are you cursed? I love how new Photoshop fills everything with lorem ipsum text, and I'm like, I don't need lorem ipsum text. Well, I guess actually that's maybe probably a good change, because before you could accidentally lose your text boxes and you'd just be like, well, guess it's gone, and then you just had to kind of deal. Just a little golden stinky. True. Just a little one. Can we zoom out the other way? Thanks. I want wobbly. This is good. I'm gonna probably go get a round 2 of tea here soon. I'm gonna try and get through as much of like the next page that I can. This is kind of a casual stream today. Heyo! Was that a hydrate? It was. I'm gonna drink more of my lassi. I'm hydrating and getting probiotics and eating all at the same time. What a time to be alive. Oops, stretch. Everybody stretch. God, I want Leon to be in this comic so bad. I'm so mad because there's so much of his music in this playlist. And, like, he is not in this playlist at all. I'm so angry. No, you don't. Fucking Leon. I swear to God. Chrissy's great. No, Leon's a little bitch. That's just all I have to say. I hope I don't piss off the, like, die-hard Journey to the West fans, because there are certain characters that, like, they don't really have a lot of personality in the novel, and so I am taking some liberties with them And Leon is definitely one of those characters. They're gonna be like, why the fuck did you make him so gay? And I'm gonna be like, sorry. How do I wanna... I'm gonna get this right here. Which means it's this one. I was trying to visualize this space in my brain. Leon fights everything with an umbrella in this comic. They're also going to be super mad about the lack of a macaque and monkey ship. Because that's like the other thing that the Journey to the West fandom goes absolutely, literally, no pun intended, ape shit for, is a six-eared macaque and Wukong ship. And I'm like, man, they are literally actively trying to massacre each other. The entire novel. And also, the macaque is kind of an asshole. Not to say that Wukong isn't an asshole, but like... I opened up this big-ass bubble file, and apparently... Photoshop do not likey. It's okay. I don't even... Yeah, I would say macaque is worse. Yeah, I would say macaque is worse. Because, Wukong is really reactionary and really violent, but the six-eared macaque spends the majority of the novel impersonating Wukong himself in an attempt to just fuck with people out of jealousy, I guess. And that's kind of sad. And it is sad. Like, it's not to say that it's like he in his own mind is like justified in doing so. But it definitely makes him more of a villain than a hero, and a lot of people are like, Six-Eared Macaque's the best character! And I'm like, oh god, guys, y'all have only seen the Lego version where he's not really that bad. You have no idea. And then that also starts too when people start to ship it. They don't understand that it starts to get into the point where, or the part where like a lot of people have ships where there's like clones. You know, it's like would you have sex with your own clone? And it's like that's guys, scary. This is weird territory here. No, I think they ship it truly because people like catty boys in relationships. They're like, oh, they're fighting, but there's so much sexual tension. And it's like, no, this is just unhealthy. Why would you do this to me? Please don't. Photoshop. Can you not? It would be cool if you did. Okay. It'd be cool if you didn't. That'd be real neat. Yeah, super cursed. So I'm curious. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet. Because I think what the six-eared macaque does in terms of storytelling is it brings out really bad qualities in Wukong, which can be really useful for storytelling, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so Leon is going to be definitely, I don't know. People have their vices in this. Leon is one of those ones. He's not the six-eared macaque. He's the river demon, Sha Wu Jing. Hello, can you please select this? Thanks. Alright, save. I'm gonna now open... these. I need to get a new mouse. I realized I gave my mouse life for about 15 seconds, and then whatever I did only worked very briefly, and then now it doesn't work anymore. So it worked for 5 seconds. It was a good thought. Let's see. What was your total? What happened to you? Was it bad? I hope it wasn't that bad. And I'm sure that there's stupid shit going on now, actually, because of the fucking Chinese, or not Chinese tariffs. Well, yes, there are tariffs to China, the Canadian tariffs. And if there are, I'm so sorry. I'm sure this is starting to get really, really, really dumb. Oh, shit. Oh, Cal, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that our government is stupid, Cal. Oh, my God. Oh, I hate it being here. I don't want to be here no more. Could you show the bubble above Grandma's head? Yeah, here, let me zoom in. On this panel, the third panel? Oh, hold on. Oh, my lord. Yeah, this is a really sad truth. The tea is worth it. You are a good soul, Cal. You are a good fucking soul. Yeah, this is it's a really rough... Wait, why is this font hella small? Hold on. Wait. What happened? Why would you do that? I hate Photoshop. Hold on, I gotta fix these over here. Damn you. I thought that bubble looked hilariously small. Yeah, Sean is effectively finding out that, her mom and dad were supposed to effectively move Grandma, and then come and go get her after they got settled and after the business was, like, ready to go. But then, unfortunately, her dad was murdered. Actually, I need to rewrite this dialogue here. I'm gonna rewrite this, because that was what it is in the original book. That's better. There we go. Yeah, so effectively then, the guy got usurped, murdered by one of his own employees, and then the guy made the dude write into his will that he wanted the company to go to him instead of to, like, Sean, for example, or his wife, or whoever was second in command at that point. And then, he had the audacity to marry Sean's mom after he legit killed her husband. Because he's gross. And then, because they forgot about Grandma, because this new guy obviously doesn't care about Grandma, she was staying in, like, an old folks home, or, like, a hotel, extended stay hotel for old people, and then the money stopped coming, and so this guy was, like, telling Mom that, like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm paying for your mom or whatever, all of that stuff, and then, he was lying because he's a jerk. I'm just gonna get rid of all these layers. We're gonna drag this over again. And so then Grandma was homeless. The end. But it's okay. Yeah, she was afraid, effectively, that, one, the guy was like, if you don't marry me, I'm gonna kill your kid. Because, like, at that point, Wendy, Sean's mom, was pregnant with her as well. And so she was like, please don't hurt my kid. And he was like, if you say anything about what I've done, because I've effectively taken your entire net worth in wealth, which is like several $1 million, and taken over your husband's company. And if you tell anything about, or anyone about it, I'm going to end up coming for you as well. And so she not only was fearing for her own life, but also for Sean's life as well. So it was at that point that Wendy put Sean up for adoption, and that's how Sean has a white Italian dad. The end. But it's okay. We found Grandma. That's really all that matters. Grandma has been located. Yeah, and what sucks is, I think, because this guy, his name is Louis Hong, because he did everything he did everything very much by the books. He extorted everybody, made sure all of his, like, I's were dotted and T's were crossed, so he got off literally scot-free. And even if Sean's mom were to go to the police, one, statute of limitations is now, like, probably expired. But then, two, she has no proof, you know? It's like, other than her own word to say, like, yeah, my husband's gone. But as far as that guy was concerned, he was like, yeah, he died in this very tragic boating accident. We are so sad. He drowned. That's so tragic. Much bummer. Much trauma. And so everybody just takes him at his word. I'm gonna actually go like this. And then on top of that, her grandma went blind during that period as well because she was not getting proper medical care and she's got glaucoma. Cow a bummer, dude. Cow a bummer indeed. This is a super important turning point for Sean, though, because she's kind of resistant about wanting to actually help Guan Yin take care of the demon problem. And she's about to find out, like, why it's important for her to do so, because it is going to impact her personally, and there is going to be a very good reason for her to want to be involved. And it sucks that, like, you have to be in a position where it's like, well, I wasn't really going to care until it affected me, but Sean already has, like, a shitload to deal with, and, like, she feels like it shouldn't really be her responsibility to pick up all the pieces of everybody else's problems. You know, people want to be demons, they can be demons, you know. She's like, I deal with issues from regular people and demons alike. It doesn't matter. Actually... I'm gonna move this a little bit. Because I can. I'm gonna get this out of here. Goodbye. I'm gonna move this over as far as I can. And then I'm going to, oh, no. Make this more like this. And we're gonna go, no! No! Okay, we're gonna go more like this. And even though now we nudged it that way a little bit, then I'm going to have this Sean bubble be up here. No! I have a weird nugget. I found a weird nipple. Alright. Flip this vertically, and then also horizontally, and bring it a little bit lower. And then, God, it's really tight. Formatting for like the Webtoons format is really wild. It's just a completely different format. So you have to like really do some funky shit with your boobles. Yeah, I wish Tapas used to not be so reliant on the Webtoons format, and then they were like, oh, everybody wants to read vertical, and it's like, y'all did this to us. Somehow this is all your fault. And I get it, like, being able to make your stuff fit a specific format is really important. But also, damn you! Somehow this is all your fault, you little weenie. Get out of here. I always make this too big. Okay. All right, cool. JPEG 211. All right. I don't know how many more pages we have left in this. I don't need this one either. And now I don't need the boobles. Get out of here. Okay. Let me see how many more pages I have left of this chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 5, 6. 6 more pages of this chapter. Okay. So that means image, duplicate. All of my page counts for these chapters are just absolutely cuckoo bananas, and I don't know how many pages per chapter there even are 99% of the time. All right. I need to open up Daz. But I do know for sure that I'm going to do like a wide shot here probably. Oh, that's just, you're a very thin... I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then... let's see... Paradise waits. Wukong has been massively MIA in this conversation. He's like, I don't even know how to engage here. Thanks. Now. Which no, this is awful. I don't know what's going on. That's all I have to say. All right. I have so many poses for people being dead, but I don't need them. I have a bunch for hiding under a table. Why do I need that? I don't know. But you never know. You fucking never know. It doesn't help me. Okay. It is what it is. Sorry, y'all, this is taking me a second because, to be frank, these are low-key. These are not helping me. Wukong has decided to enter the chat, so now I have to actually move his stupid body. He's like, y'all are weird. He's like, I thought I had fucking family problems. Ah, Lord. Why? That's all I gotta say is just why. Trying to bend an arm. I'm like, do what I say. Damn you. And then I'm somehow also simultaneously trying to not show nipple on stream too. I'm like, please. I just... And then, the worst part is trying to, get, the figures to hug each other. And you're like, what is happening right now? That's probably, like, Daz's greatest weakness is... It's like, how do you even make it go? And to do what you need it to do without looking dumb? The answer? No one knows. Sorry, y'all. This is, like, so fucking annoying. Okay, I did it. I did it! Okay. Welcome back, Blu-rays. Yeah, Wukong's just like, I don't have any time for anybody else's family drama. That's really his secret, is he's like, you know, He's like, I'm tired. He's like, nobody knows that I'm grandpa age, and that's all that I have. Is I got grandpa aged shit in my life. I just have to censor an entire ass crack. Hold on. Because what I don't want to have happen is for Twitch to decide that this is problematic for whatever reason. For the bot to go, that's a booby. But I think we'll be okay. You ever just do something and you're like, you know what? Makes more sense. Okay. I guess we'll do Wukong first. Already off to not a strong start with like a hella complex 3-figure panel, but wow, okay. Or my hand could just absolutely completely malfunction. Aw, that's good. Happy anniversary, birthday, puppy. Adoptiversary. For once, Wukong is not gonna have a shitty expression on his face. Too high. Hold on. I like this nose, but it needs to move down here. There we go, better. Guess who hasn't drawn Wukong in several fucking months? It's me. I was on such a fucking intense hiatus that I'm like, now I don't know how my arms work. No, I don't think that you have. Although Ladybug is a very cute name for a dog. Fucking sad. They just arrested 2 Nazis here in Denver. Little assholes were driving down the street doing fucking Nazi salutes out their car window. I knew that they were gonna get got. Fuckers. Her full name is the Right Honorable Lady Artemis Bug. Damn, that's so majestic. I call her Buggy. That's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Animals are good. There's a formula. There's a Wukong formula, guys. A pen on paper. Right now instead of later. Watching the blowout from the beachers. To keep feeding the meter. Look at him. He actually looks like a fucking normal, concerned human being. He's like, oh, this is actually really sad. He's like, I'm not gonna be an asshole. Actually, everything about this is really fucked up. Right? Well, and then they didn't expect to get fucking recorded. Like, they were throwing shit at people walking down the street. It's like, dude, you're so dumb. They got their full-ass license plate and everything. So it's like, you guys are fucking dumb. Like, not only are you, like, super hateful, but then also really, really dumb. It's like, maybe. Just don't. And one of the fucking suspects was under 18. So I'm like, cool, congrats, kid. You just fucked your entire life. Because now that, like, hate crimes are felonies. So that shit is gonna go on your record, and you're now not gonna be able to get any job at all. Ever. Because you decided to do some stupid shit. With probably your, like, dad. Based on the date of birth of the older person. Or your uncle, maybe. Or you are making the wrong friends. But I don't feel bad. Because it happens very rarely where I live, which is good. The fact that I found something in that closet today is very bizarre. For this area, it's very rare. Am I surprised? No. Is it unfortunate? Yes. But, like, do I recognize that, like, overall it's not the worst? Yeah. Do I want to go talk to the front desk about it? Not really. Well, I don't know. They were looking pretty tough in their car. But the problem is that they can't beat the power of the internet. Like, it's like a play stupid games, win stupid prizes kind of a deal. Because what they think, and this is the mistake that they make, they think that they're going to go and do these things and that the cops are not going to care. They think that they're going to be able to go out and... Now, granted, are there probably some fascist-ass cops out there? Guaranteed. But they think that the majority of cops are not going to do anything about them, and then it's like, actually, you suck. And they will do something about it. Because otherwise the public outcry would be insane. Well, I don't know. I think, and this is just me, you know, I'm sure that there are people out there who do like to spout hateful shit that are, definitely very afraid as soon as actual confrontation happens. But I do think that the problem with the spike in Nazi activity is a sign that they are not afraid and that they are tough. Because now they are not only tough, but they're tough and emboldened. And that's an important thing to remember when dealing with these kinds of people, is that these neo-Nazi groups are definitely not like your run-of-the-mill hateful Karens on the street where, you know, you'll have a Karen say a slur at you, and that sucks, but like ultimately if you do confront her, she is gonna back down because she's actually afraid, right? She suddenly doesn't have the power in the room. But with these fascist people, these guys that are a part of these alt-right neo-Nazi groups, a lot of them are very violent and are not beyond committing serious bodily harm to people, including police officers, or unaliving other people. And that's something that's like really important to remember. So definitely not to like, you know, fearmonger or make anybody uncomfortable, but it's like, it's important to stay safe out there, I guess is my point, and not underestimate these guys. Because by infantilizing them and saying, oh yeah, they're real tough until something happens, it's like, no, these guys are tough. And making that apparent, I think, is really important. Because the only reason that it took these guys this long to get arrested, you know, several weeks, is because they were able to hide. And so then the question is why, right? Where are they? Where can they climb into a hole and not like really do anything? You know, and be able to stay out of everybody's line of sight. So it's important to stay safe because it's not a good idea to go and pick a fight with these people because they are very tough. You can watch some pretty interesting and also kind of sad interviews with people who are like ex-neo-Nazis from Germany, for example, who unfortunately, like, the reason that they left the group is because somebody did end up taking someone else's life, and for them that was like the final straw. And it's really sad that that's like where they have to be like, oh, actually I thought that this was just us listening to metal music and being aggressive and, you know, being white supremacists. I didn't think that somebody was going to actually get this hurt, you know. And the answer is that sometimes it does get that serious, and that some of these guys are that serious. So I'm glad that these little fuckers were caught, because it shows that our police department here in the city that I'm in is not fucking around. And as soon as they see something like that, they are not going to pull their punches. They're going to do what they need to do, which is a really good sign, because I know in other states there are cops that are standing in between the Nazis and the protesters, and it's like, wait a second, guys, like, y'all lost the plot. This is, those are the bad guys over there. Like, this is not, those are the bad dudes. You're not supposed to be protecting them. So that can be kind of disappointing. So I'm glad that that's not the case here. It's definitely, it feels like, at least for me, like a rerun of what happened to me in like 2016. Which is really irritating, because I had to deal with effectively a resurgence like this in our area too, especially because we have so many Jewish folks that live in the Denver area proper. There's like loads of synagogues and all of that good shit around here, and boy howdy do some people like to make it very hostile for Jewish folks who live here, because they suck. And I wish we didn't have to deal with it. But point is, stay safe. Stay safe as much as you can. I will say, though, the arrest videos for these kinds of folks are always really fucking funny, though. If you ever want to have, like, a good laugh, please look up videos of Nazis being arrested, because, honestly, no joke, sometimes they're really funny. Because you're right, they, like, just cry. And it's like, well, what did you fucking expect? Like, hello? Fucking weirdo? I'm excited to go to a place. Oh, why did we just get to Salad Fingers territory there? Okay, hold on. We're okay. I'm excited to go to a place where they have significantly less of this problem, though. I'm like, time to go, time to leave, don't want to be here, dee-dee-dee-dee. And that is my song. That's my time to GTFO. Out of here. See you later, Ala Potato. Poor Jace has been really worried about it. Yeah, it's like fucking so, but yeah, well, they think that they're untouchable, right? And you're right, though. It's like, it's so funny. It's like, bruh, like, did you not watch Indiana Jones once? Have you seen Captain America? Can I ask you these questions? Like, but they don't care because they genuinely just think that they're right, which is really interesting, I guess. Interesting is the word that I'm gonna use. Because they believe that they're being unjustly targeted. Yeah, if you want an interesting educational resource on it, to go and watch something that is very honest. Oh, let's see. What was the guy's name? Yes, it was a... Let me see. It's a lad... Yeah, it's a lad Bible Stories interview that is called My Life Inside a Neo-Nazi Group, and it's a part of their Minutes With series. The interview was released about a year ago, give or take, and the person being interviewed is a man by the name of Philip Schlaffer, and he himself is German. But he talks a lot about how he, as a youth, was indoctrinated into the group and what ended up happening to him there. What got him to that point. And for him, he was indoctrinated very young. So it was around... when he was like 15 or 16 years old, and why he believes that was the case for him. And I think it's a really important thing to watch so that people can understand, like, how young kids get to this point. Because, like, again, it's no surprise to me that there was a young person in that car with that older adult who was the one who was really predominantly caught on video. And... that was, the kid whose face bottle rocketed around the internet after that video of them being hateful here in my state got shared about 1 million times. But it's a good educational resource to see, like, okay, well, how do we get to this point, and how do we stop it? How do we help kids that end up in that group? And I thought that the gentleman in that interview had a very good perspective on how to curb that. But definitely it's a game of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Y'all, I just want to go and lay down on a beach and not worry about this shit anymore. On the plus side, speaking of crazy, stupid shit, my passport actually is successfully being processed right now. So against all odds, I'm going to get a passport with the wrong gender marker on it, but my passport, at the very least, is being processed and has not been rejected yet. So that is good news, at least a little bit. I'm going to have that cross back there. Nope. Hello. Yeah, I just don't know how I can help Jace feel more secure. You know, that's really where I'm at, is I recognize he's just, like, really spooked right now. Like, he had to have me send a selfie of myself after the guy got done with the internet because he's, like, afraid that I'm not there, you know? Oh, I guess that doesn't matter because this boot is going to be black. I don't know why I felt like I needed to do that. I wish it was a little easier. Okay. Fucking pants. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to bring the whole, like, mood of the stream down if that's what happened. I recognize shit is nasty, and it is what it is. I'm still trying to parse through what I can do to cope, you know? And not just cope, but also to make sure people around me that I care about are taken care of, you know? I'm just working on Skrunkly. Damn, Skrunkle. I'm just working on Skrunkly. I don't know why I am like this. Yeah, I worry about Redbeard every time he leaves the house. I just don't know what could happen. Yeah, no, yeah, agreed. Agreed. It's like, it's starting to get to the point where it's like, okay. Oh my lord. This energy. Wowee. Holy lord. It's me. Holy shit. If I had to describe how I feel right now, this is it. There's like 2 brain cells here. In the best way. I get it. Skrunkly, I feel you. This is giving Bitsy energy. Does that make sense? They're trying to tell me that lemons and lemon juice are the same thing. That's what this is giving. Pretty damn good as you are. Okay, I don't know why my computer's having such a hard time. It's probably because I have Daz and InDesign open. I'm sorry, computer. And maybe CS6 or the CC has more processing power needs than the alternative. So I'm gonna actually save myself here. Let me get rid of that. See if that helps. Get out of here. Hello? Be gone, you demon! Okay, there it goes. This is not right. Fucking foot. You gotta be gorilla gripping the pen. Oh my fucking god. I mean, as it should be. So what you're telling me is just facts. It's just... I wonder how many people listen to that song and don't know that that's just counting. You know? Hello? I wish I was Bitsy, y'all. Like, if I could be Bitsy, that would be pretty good. I'll take it. Bitsy seems like... I don't even know what gender Bitsy is. I'm like, Bitsy seems like they live a fucking free life. I'm like, would be pretty good. Hi, Jamie. How are you today? Welcome in. Good to see you. You know... I'm so lazy. I didn't like that tail, so we're gonna do another one. There we go, that's better. Nice, taking a break to play some games. Games are good. We are slowly but surely chugging along on some stuff. Feeling alive, sort of. Oh, that's not what I want. I'm not wanting to grade a bunch of papers after this or assignments after this. But that's looking like what my afternoon is going to shape up to be. And then I also have to do homework too, so I'm not really sure what the fuck I'm going to be doing there. Poor little old lady, she's freaking out. Poor little lady. Not having a good time. Is that one student still submitting AI art? You know what? I don't know, but I can go look. We're gonna find out right now. I really do think that they thought that I wouldn't notice. There's nothing that I can do to help this kid. Holy shit. I have never been so fucking disrespected in my whole life. Wow. Nope, it's not AI art, but there's nothing I can do. This kid looks like they're submitting their work from like MS Paint, and I've told him literally several weeks in a row, like, you need to get connected with the tech bar, you need to get connected with the student learning center. Like, there is no way you're gonna survive. There's only 2 weeks of class left, and math is not math, and so there's no way that this student is passing this class at this point. And that's how that goes, folks. No AI art again, which is good. But I would have been not surprised if that happened. This is definitely, like, of all the students that I've ever had, the worst student I've ever had. Never seen anything like this. And literally, I'm on term 2. I've only been teaching for 2 fucking semesters. Like, god damn. God damn. I had a friend that was a freshman English professor for a while in the stories they would tell. Yeah, honestly, it's crazy. It's definitely a time. I am still trying to process. Yeah, because, like, I'd understand if the student was like, I'm using AI in some instances to do shortcuts. Now, granted, I would still have to, like, penalize a student in that instance because this school has a no AI policy, period. It doesn't matter. So, sorry, that's just the way that goes. But that's not what this is. Oh, man. I wish I could unsee. And the only thing that you can do is just, like, flunk the person, It's like you're gonna have to learn that this behavior is not fucking acceptable. I wish that Jace would just come home. I don't want to do my work. I want to just, like... I don't know, but I don't really want to play games either. That's how you know I'm just really burnt out, is that, like, I don't even have the brain power to, like, play games. He hold a pen. Iconic. Ready to do art. Look at that. Ready to go. Rip Rare and ready to go. I demand to see the final animation for this whenever you get done. Or whatever the secondary image is, because I need to know. I have a lot of questions. Oh, I just got so many groceries, so I know that I shouldn't, but my brain is like, you want to just go and eat crab. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I kind of do. I gotta do some grading, and then I gotta get my next classes set up too, so I got a lot of work to do here. And then I gotta get geared up for being really, really busy. I love getting spam calls from Colorado Springs. Go away. I don't fucking want to talk to you. Y'all are probably like, we're interested in purchasing your home at 7286. And I'm like, I don't live there. I don't live there. The stream froze, did it? When did I say what? I wanna see Skrunkle slap. I wanna see him. I wanna see what the animation looks like. I wanna know what Skrunkle looks like in action. If that's what you're referring to. I don't, to be quite honest, I don't remember what I was saying 2 minutes ago. My brain tried. All I remember is my brain being like, crab would be good. I love the Chinese woodblock because it sounds like a little horse. It's just like clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. I can do a tarot whenever, wherever, like that. Literally, that's totally fine. That's Apollo at work, not me. That's Apollo putting in hours. Oh man, this is where I get smited. That's how I get shot. No, I'm just kidding. Apollo literally jumps out of a bush and is like, "Time to die, bitch." I'm like, oh no. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, well, that card was a jumper, so that one immediately... Oh, there was 2 cards there. Partially, that was because I low-key dropped some, but also... Sometimes they jump like that. That means that maybe this issue is low-key kind of complicated. But we'll see. Where is she? We'll find out. All right. Lots of resistance there. All right. Interesting. Okay. So, in regard to what you were asking about, there's a couple of forces at play in terms of like what influenced you to get to this point. You have a past history of being a workaholic. So you've had struggles with, I think, either probably pretty recently, I would assume, choosing well-defined objectives. That's something that you might have had trouble with in the past. So figuring out what you want to do and where you want to go with that energy is really kind of hard. That being said, while you've struggled with that, it looks like you do have the ability to overcome it, so to speak, work yourself through it. You like to take advice from especially older people around you as well. You do things that are healthy, spiritually, physically, to try and work through that to get to the like a good place where you can make good decisions and figure out what your objectives are. So those two cards were Six of Pentacles reversed and Justice upright. So while there's a little bit of like slowdown in the system, ultimately it doesn't seem like you were too negatively impacted by your decision-making process. It just caused a lot of headache maybe. In terms of like something that you can do right now to potentially try and help with the situation, you just have to trust your own gut and trust yourself. You can take the lead, and as long as you're pretty like that might have been why you were hesitant to make decisions on your direction or on your objective, is because you don't have enough confidence in yourself to be able to say, hey, I do know what I'm talking about and I can make the best decision for myself. If you need to, you can talk things out with like friends or family. They're going to be your best like springboards for whatever this issue is. And make sure you just meet all your deadlines, because punctuality is going to be really important as well. That was Queen of Wands. But most importantly, I'm going to say here, though, bet only on what you can afford to lose. So do believe in yourself, but don't go all in if you have a crappy hand. So that's the vibe. That's Queen of Wands reversed. And then if you make the right decisions, make sure you talk to everybody else around you, feel confident in what you're doing. You'll just end up with really strong intuition in the situation. It might not come into fruition right away. So whatever you're deciding on now, it seems like this is kind of a slow burn thing. So don't be afraid of that. Sometimes things are just going to take a second to pan out. And so just because it's taking a long time doesn't mean it's a bad thing. If that makes sense. That was the moon upright for that one. So it sounds like there's a lot of thinking going on, and honestly, I'm tired. I'd be tired. A lot of decision making. But it'll work out. You just got to be patient. Don't do anything super crazy. Rely on your friends and family. Scrunkly is done. I love it. Oh, we got another 3-card spread, too. We got another one. These poor cards are so abused. All right. Okay. Ooh. I almost dropped a bunch of cards. We're okay. Oh, that's a good one. All right, so as of right now, some things leading up to this point are Let's see. Okay, so things have been going really hella slow for you. Like, just hella slow. You feel like you're caught in delay land, and it's not a fun place to be. You feel like you're really out of control and emotionally disconnected from whatever is going on, which is not a fun place to be. So, you've been looking for ways to take control of the situation, but nothing's necessarily been jumping out at you to be able to actually make that decision or move things forward, because whatever's happening is it's not moving forward appropriately. That's 3 of Swords inverted. As of right now, you just gotta like, I know things might seem gross, but literally just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You're probably very worried about your image and status within your friend group or the community, but like, don't worry about it. Legit, don't worry about it. People like you. You know, like, it's okay. Yeah, just keep on keeping on is effectively the advice there, because whatever you're doing, it's actually fucking working, and it might not seem like it is because it feels like things are moving really slow. That's the Hierophant upright. Ultimately, at the end of it, you're still very much at the beginning of what you're doing. That's the important thing to remember. This is like ground zero, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's like a bad thing. The journey might be a longer one before it turns any monetary gain around, if that's something that you're concerned about. But you're going to be really lucky in it, and most importantly, you are going to receive acknowledgement for a job well done, because you deserve to pat yourself on the back. You work really hard. If you're concerned about these kinds of things, now would be a good time to look for new work, or if you want to like try and ask for a raise or a promotion, this is a good time to do that. So that's Ace of Pentacles upright. The car situation has been batshit. Okay, well, hopefully what that means is that shit will resolve itself soon, and then you guys will get a brand new car. And that's rough, though. Yeah, just keep on waiting. It sucks. That's definitely the vibe of that. Because for context, the I'm worried about it card for Swords is a that frustrated like lack of feeling of control card is represented by a turnip who's had all of its leaves ripped out, and I'm like, that's so accurate. I am this grumpy turnip. Okay, let me finish getting this line art done. Yeah, frustrated turnip is a mood. Oh my god, the cat. The cat. I mean, if your cat isn't, like, making it impossible to type, is the cat actually even doing the work, you know? Crusty old lady, crusty old lady. I finally beat this boss I was struggling with and realized I was coming short by literally one hit. Oh my lord. Well, now you are the champion. Oh my god, maybe that's what I'll do later today. I'm gonna play Planet Zoo. I don't know why that reminded me and made me think of Planet Zoo. Oh my god, Zoom, you bastard. But, yeah, Planet Zoo, maybe that's the answer. Posture check. Everybody sit up straight. Don't be shrimps. No shrimping. We like shrimping sometimes. We like shrimps sometimes, but not this kind of shrimp. Not shrimping like this. Also, be sure to hydrate. I'm going to drink some water, actually. Oh, I'm seeing the self-care combo. Also, stretch. Get a good stretch. Okay, I stretched. My back didn't pop, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just the way the news goes. Okay. Sean Arm. Sean Butt. Let's see. Sean Pocket. And then I gotta draw the boot. The booty is true. Tonight's gonna be kind of a long night. I can feel it in my butt. Now the feats are important. We have to draw the feats. As much as I don't want to draw the feats, we gotta draw the feats. I either want to go and get Crab or I want to go to Benihana. One of the, or the other. I have a desire for someone to teppanyaki some shrimps directly in my mouth in honor of my dead grandma, who could seemingly never catch the shrimps and it would only go straight down her boobs. Hi, Shin. How are you? Oh. My grandma was a legend. She was great granny was a wily one, but she was a one. That's all I gotta say is just she was a one. Oh my god, this song makes me think of my best friend every time I listen to it. This shit is a girl blunt. I only smoke girl blunts. What a time. Not great, but trying to remain sane. I'm so sorry. That customer service debacle shit sounds like a literal... Like, I would be pulling my fucking eyebrow hairs out. I hate it when shit like that happens. Me. And I'm real feisty. I don't like this. Okay. My cat really needs a bath. Oh god. We haven't tried bathing Tatsu, to be honest. I just have to trust that he's okay. I don't know if he would get in the bath even if we asked him to very nicely. But he actually will go and jump in the bathtub. Like, I don't think he's afraid of water. We've definitely flicked him with water on accident before, like getting out of the shower and stuff. And he doesn't really seem to care. Unlike my, like, other cats that I've had where it's like they get touched with water and they're like, oh my fucking god. It's like immediate disaster. Like, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to them. And I'm like, are y'all okay? Like, but Tatsu doesn't really seem to care that bad. Yeah, KDP is pretty much, the royalties are always going to be low. That's the way that it goes. I'll make like, it'll be like 87 cents, and I'm like, wow! You know, it's like, that's typically pretty normal for KDP. It is very rare. Like, the biggest royalty payment I think that I ever got once was $80, but that's because I released this book that was a memoir written by, or an autobiography, actually, I guess, truly. It was an autobiography written by my great-great-great-grandpa, and all of a sudden, at one time, one of my family members purchased, like, 9 copies of them, and that just so happens to be, like, a lot, and pushed me over that threshold, and it was like, oh, cool. But that's, like, the only time I've gotten, like, anything more than, like, a couple dollars. I always make more selling in person. Or to people I know. That's the hustle. Okay, cool. Man, I'm like, I should just... Let me just finish this. My cat definition of bathing herself is licking a one spot on her side and her right paw over and over. She doesn't do the rest. Oh my god, no, that's Fat Alice, dude. My mom's cat, Fat Alice, is a musty. She's so nasty. So nasty. Let's see. Yeah, so gross. Tatsu's really good about grooming himself. He's actually like, he's like one of the cleanest cats I've owned, I think. Bless him. Let's see, how wide is this? Let's see. Oh, wait. I'm gonna actually do this. Does that make sense? I gotta open up. I'm like, what even was going on over on the other side? A dumpster, I think. But I'm gonna make it a brick wall, I think. I don't want to worry about it too hard. If this is like gonna be almost off the page. Nice. I started to debate the option of buying my own handful of books and selling them myself for profit from the print cost price. Where do I sell them? So for me, I go to conventions. There's a couple options. For me, the ones that work for like right now anyway are conventions. So I tend to go where I think my audience is going to be at. So for me, because I sell mostly middle grade, young adult, and adult fantasy fiction, I've found less success at comic book conventions because they're looking more for science fiction. So once I have a science fiction title, I might have more success there. But I definitely tend to sell to a fantasy crowd. So I will go instead to book conventions specifically. So the ones that are like in my area are things like Cosine, Mile High Con, those kinds of things. Although certain conventions, you just have to kind of like feel it out based on the area. Like there's one near me called Grand Junction Comic Con, and the Grand Junction folks live on the other side of the Rocky Mountains, so they can't come into Denver to do the convention, and those guys will buy anything. So finding the right conventions is a good place to be. I also like to go to furry conventions because if you can get in, the furries are amazing. They're like one of the nicest communities ever, and especially if you have books that star animals or they have animal characters in them that are important, that's going to be huge. So, for example, I applied to Denver saying that I have a bunch of books with shifters and mythical creatures and anthropomorphic characters, dinosaurs, because I'm going to be tabling with my friend Lena, who writes a lot about dinosaurs or alien shifters. So that is the perfect market for them. So finding that those people are going to be good. Otherwise, your next option for selling in person is going to be at craft fairs or book fairs. Those often happen in the fall. Think about like farmers markets or Christmas markets, those kinds of things. You can always get tables at those, although those tables tend to be hella expensive for no fucking reason. It really just depends on your area. And then the third option is selling to bookstores. Most bookstores, indie bookstores in your area, it's very likely that they won't want to stock your books, meaning they won't put them up on the shelf because they just don't have the shelf space to do that. But they do have the option to do author events, and as long as you bring in your book and it's got a valid ISBN, they can punch it into their system, make a couple of sales, and pay you the appropriate consignment fee for it while you're there. So setting up book signing events like that are huge. I've only made a couple of sales from them, to be honest, because I've done 5 book signing events in the last 2 months. But it's a great way to show your face around the community and be like, hello, I am a real human. And sometimes people will buy your book and they're very, very nice. Ren fairs could be a good one, although Ren fair tables tend to be horrendously expensive. My sister actually sells professionally every summer at Ren fairs selling gardening supplies, and the tables, she does make up a lot of money. She does make her table, but that's because she's selling an item that is like literally she goes in with hundreds of pieces and sells out over the weekend because her items are so popular. So knowing what you have and what the market is really important. Like if I was writing like a Brandon Sanderson style book, that's a fantasy book, that's going to do much better at a Ren fair than my books would, right? I don't think I would take the risk with my own books, even though I write fantasy, to go and sell at a Ren fair just because the table is too expensive. If you are going to go to conventions, make sure you check what their application date is for their artist alleys and the author alleys, because oftentimes it's like 6 months in advance that you have to apply. So I'm applying for one that's like in August, for example. But in order to get into that one, I have to apply in May, if that makes sense. So yeah, I make like a little calendar with all of my application dates for stuff, and then go from there. So that's at least how I've been doing it this entire time, and that's how I sell around 150-ish copies a year of my stuff, give or take. But that's been definitely a trial and error, kind of like I've had to really hone down which places are good places for me to sell, because there have definitely been moments where I've showed up and barely made back the table and didn't make any profit because the vibe was just really bad, or the table was too expensive, or my product was not good for the area. So that's kind of a pick and choose kind of a thing. And then ultimately, if you can't do any in-person events, selling on social media is going to be huge, because then your next strategy is to create a social media presence for yourself. Talk about your books, talk about writing, talk about why you do what you do, talk about things that you like. And eventually, as you make a following, people may or may not buy your book. I find like I get a really low conversion rate from social media, so that's my least reliable sales source. But even doing things like this, where I'm sitting in streams and you know, talking to people and being here, I find this just as effective as selling at conventions, because I get to know y'all. You know, like I know who you are, you know who I am, and so that makes a much more personal relationship. It's why I like selling at conventions versus selling at like anywhere else. You know, it's like they don't know me. You know, you can form a relationship with people. Yeah, it's the stock that I'd have to plan out too. Yeah, totally. And start small. You know, thankfully with KDP, you can buy only a couple copies. If you're tabling for the first time, I would personally recommend, if it was me, and I was giving somebody advice starting out in an artist alley for the first time, like I did in like 2016 when I first started selling at artist alleys, it would be to just wait until you have a couple of really nice things to sell, because I sold pretty mediocre stuff. I was not a very good artist at the time in 2016, and they were fine. You know, it was like it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. So having a couple of items on your table that are really nice, even if you don't have a lot of it, you know, having like maybe a variety of like 10 to 15 different items, and those can be anywhere. I would price them anywhere between like $1 to big ticket items like $40 to $50. And then you can have a whole price range of stuff. So someone is going to come up and see something that they want. And having the right display is important too. So the upfront cost for selling at artist alleys can be quite steep. I know for me, I in the first year alone spent $6,000 getting my setup and getting everything ready to spend at artist alleys. Now, granted, was all of that worth it? No. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. Some of it was ordering book stock. Some of it was ordering prints for my artwork. Some of it was getting merchandise printed. Some of it was table setup, like banners. Most of that cost was tabling fees. But I ended up $6,000 in the negative that first year because of a lot of different factors. I didn't have a lot of strong merch. I was barely making tables, so it was not necessarily that it was like poorly planned out. It's a very difficult thing. It's like opening up a store for the first time, right? Like there are people out there who go to open up brick and mortar stores, and it's the same kind of thing. You have to take out a small loan to do that. So that is something to keep in mind as well. So if you can, just wait, and then like you're not going to make a lot of money in the first year off of books or things like that, but if you can wait and have like a really good selection of stock in a couple of years or so, like that's a good place to start, definitely. But I always keep like a stock of at minimum maybe like 5 of each copy on hand of my books. And that way, if anything happens, if I run into somebody on the street who's like, oh my God, do you have one right now? I can be like, yeah, guess what? And then just give it to them. But on that note, oh yeah, welcome back, Jamie. Yeah, we were talking about cons and selling at markets and shit. I'm going to go ahead and dip though. I'm super happy with this page. We got it done. Finished the line art, colored the thing, got it done. Started on this page. It's about to get real. And I only have like 3 more panels on this page. So I think I'm gonna go boop, beep, boop. Oh, that's my brother. So I gotta go. So I love all y'all. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow to work on commissions. Bye-bye.